Hey guys, I am here to do the tag, I guess it is, of books that I have enjoyed in 2011. A lot of them I have been borrowing or given away, etc. So I'm just going to show you the ones that I actually kept and own, which kind of actually takes up most of my read collection on my bookshelves, which is kind of scary. So, I'm going to get stuck straight into it. These are in no particular order whatsoever. These are just the books I like. The first one I wanted to show you guys is a graphic novel. It is The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, and it is adapted by Lee Dragoon and illustrated by Emma Vicelli. I'm a fan of this series, the novel series, so I obviously had to pick up this graphic novel, and I absolutely love it. I really do. The artwork really depicts the characters really well, and I enjoyed it, and I cannot wait until I read the next one, which I will be picking up for sure. The next two are writing books, which are non-fiction books. So that will be Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott, Some Instructions on Writing and Life. If you haven't already and you like writing or reading, or just love books about writers and their lives and everything like that, I would suggest you pick it up. I would suggest you pick this book up anyway, because it is absolutely wonderful and I loved it so much. One of my favourites for sure. It's so easy to read and just so fascinating, really. So I really enjoyed that one. I also really enjoyed See Jane Write, A Girl's Guide to Writing Chick Lit. And no, I have not started writing any chick lit yet. But I really think that if you are starting out, and even just for fun, it's a great book to read. Just to get an idea of the market and some ideas of how to go about it. Elements, just designing characters, coming up with characters, etc. It's just really fun and quirky, and I like it because it's all different colours, has pictures and charts and information and jokes, and it's just a really cool little book. And that is by Sarah Malanowski and Farron Jacobs. So I really like this one. Then I guess I could do these hand in hand, but they're too separate, so anyway, I'll just do it anyway. I loved Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, which is the second book in the series or whatnot. I don't think I really need to say too much about this book, really. And to go with that, I'll just lift up my pile. Anna and the French Kiss. I now have these both in paperback and hardback because I love them so much. I just had to. I'm a freak like that. And I really enjoyed both of them. I did take my time with both of them, and I think that sometimes for me, if I'm enjoying a book, I tend to take a lot longer than normal. Sometimes I can read in a day, sometimes it takes me a while. But this one took me a while, but it was worth it. And I spent most of the year wanting to reread it. So I loved it. I really liked it. Then a new series start for me, which is Wicked Lovely. I spent most of my time looking at this, loving the cover, but not too sure if I wanted to, just get into this sort of thing. I spent so much of my time reading about vampires that I was just afraid to break out into another branch, and I don't know, I just had this predetermined thing that I wouldn't enjoy fairies. I don't know why, or fae, but I really, really, really loved Wicked Lovely so much. I have read the second book, and I plan on hopefully continuing to read and finish a series in the new year. So I got a box set. I don't think I've shown you guys before, but I got it in the box set, even though I had the other ones, but all the covers didn't match and it was starting to grate on my nerves, so yep. Then, okay, it's not in the pile. Okay, so then I read Lola's Secret by Monica McNerney, and I read Odd One Out too, and I really liked that one, but I just couldn't be bothered taking it off the shelf. This started my great love of her writing, and really just propelled me to go and buy all her books. And now whenever I go to the shop, it's not really exciting because I already have them all on my shelf. But it is exciting that I will be, get a chance to read them, and I have them now if I feel like I need to read them. But Lola's Secret is just beautiful. It's one of those rich stories that you just want to hug and cry and laugh, and especially if you live in Australia and you know what summer's like and you know what Christmas is like in Australia, because it's so hot and all you want to do is sleep. And I kind of wish I had read it a little closer to now, because I would have been able to sort of absorb it, because it's just so hot here right now. But I didn't, of course, because I ate this book up. So this, I believe, is a sequel. I say sequel to Alphabet Sisters, which I haven't read and I had no idea. But I think you can still read it by itself, but that's just me. Then I went on a little flashback to my childhood, teenage years, and rediscovered my love for Alex Sanchez. I used to read a lot of his books in high school, so I was browsing, I think, through Goodreads, and then I came across his book that came out this year, which is Boyfriends with Girlfriends by Alex Sanchez, and it is a Lambda award-winning book. It's pretty short, but it is really good, and I loved it. I really did love it. I love that when I read his books, I feel like I could sit there all night and read them. Like, I could just sit there all night. They're so absorbing. They're not really overly detailed. I can really connect with the characters, which is, I do get that people read not to connect with characters, but for me, I'd like to connect with them on some level. That's just a personal thing. So, being bi myself, which people should already know, if you don't, I'm bi, I really like reading about these books, because it just, it makes me realize that there are people out there like that, and I already know that there are, but I've read a lot of lesbian and gay books, and transgender and things like that, so it's really nice and refreshing to read a book about bisexuals, so that's why I loved it so much. And then, of course, Fateful by Claudia Gray. I have been collecting her other series. I think it's called the Evernight series. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when Fateful came out, Titanic had me sold the first, is that. I'm not a fan of this cover at all. I kind of am considering getting another cover, but I love this book so much. I cannot wait to reread it. It is fantastic. I had a giveaway, and the I think it was I can't remember. I think it's Angel. I'm sorry. I gave it away, and they were very grateful, and I was grateful too, because I love giving books to people that make me happy, because I want to see people happy. That's just who I am. I like making people happy. And I love this book so much. It had everything I wanted. And I took my time with this too. 2 more books, guys. 2 more books. I just recently finished reading this one, which is Garden Spells by Sarah Addison Allen. Looks like I'll be reading another Sarah Addison Allen book next year. Actually, hopefully 2, because I think I'm getting The Peach Keeper in the mail. So, 2. But I love this book. I wouldn't say it's an easy read when I look back on it, but it's definitely a wonderful read. I love it. It's charming, magical, everything I wanted in just a really nice book. And if you haven't ever checked out Sarah Addison Allen's books, please do. They are beautiful and wonderful, and you'll enjoy them. I'm telling you will. And lastly, The Devouring. This is the first book in the Devouring series. I didn't exactly enjoy the other two as much as I would have liked. I think maybe that's because I left too much time in between reading them, but I really did enjoy The Devouring. It was something new, something that actually scared the crap out of me. I think it was more so that personal experiences with the other world and stuff like that that really creeped me out. And I just loved it. It was a really, and I wouldn't say it's a new topic or anything like that because, but it was an original take on something, and I'm still freaked out because I'm paranoid about this sort of stuff, so I loved it. And if you haven't checked it out already, it's pretty old. I think this book was published in 2009, 2008, and I think it was republished in 2008. Sorry, 2008. So, and as you can see, mine's pretty all over the place. So yeah. So I don't even know how many books I have, but I'm just gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll just say 11. These are my top favorite books that I own that I have enjoyed in 2011. Yeah, I'm still reading 4 books at the moment. So I've got a lot of reading to do before New Year's, and then I can start on my collection. I have been waiting for so long to start on my books. I have this thing that I have to finish reading the books that I started this year before I can start reading next year. Like I want to start on a clean slate. So I'm so excited because I have these books already lined up that I want to read, but I don't want to start them now because I know I won't finish them before the end of the year. And it's like, damn, I want to read them right now. So I hope you guys could hear me and I wasn't too soft. Happy Christmas, happy holidays. I have my dangly new earrings that my mother gave me, and I'm wearing my nice dress, which I won't really stand up because it might frighten small children. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you had a wonderful 2011 and it is in your collection. Bye.